into
Like the map
Sunset,
vetoes
which
is like perfect.
on paper
It should
be
be
Team Secret's comfort.
should.
be them stepping up, but
It shouldn't be
based
as
on what we saw
crazy
in
as
the
it is
first
where the
map,
lower
it
bracket
does feel
seems to
like
always
T1
win.
have the momentum at the moment. We'll definitely have to see Team Secret step it up moving on to map 2.
Yeah,
Maybe the
right off
team at
bat,
the
it
top
looks
gets
like
complacent
again,
because
this
they
time
know
it's
they
gonna
have
be
better
Saya
maps. Who
player
knows?
with the big boss
Okay,
buy.
raid boss over
It's
towards
the
Saya.
Ghost
We
given
have
over
a
to him,
shock
not a
that probably
frenzy,
breaks the trip
but
over
they are
towards
positioned for
here.
B. So T1, some of the
Then what?
this might be one of those maps
E
where
retake.
Coach Warburt's talked about there are some hard tells. T1 doesn't rotate too much on Sunset from what we've seen the one time with this.
Dude,
comp.
Xgrep picked
Just
it up.
dodges that. He waits
That
for
was
the
nice.
trap as well. That's very good reads because we've seen that lineup really wreck a lot of the flanks here for Secret's opponents.
We got Cam, we got
Absolutely.
Kill Trip,
And as
Kill
we can
Trip.
see over here, just gonna run
Kind of
on
kill
in
info
toward
trips,
B.
to be
Not gonna
honest.
run in just
Keep
yet.
an eye on
Actually
this.
gonna get
Fast
smoked
flank
down first.
behind. There
Here
is a
comes
camera
Saya
that
player
should spot this at one
on
point.
the attack. This little guy's gonna get the plant down.
When's he check camera?
And T1 don't even have to overcommit. They just put in some utility and
Wait.
get the plant down. Izu now going to find Jeremy on the back side of this one. Here come the paint shells as the shot's not going to land. And Jeremy picks up 2. Very unfortunate for him as now Jesse Vast is going to hold
he get
on
two
this one
here?
down to half. Saya only gets the 1 kill, but T1 barely holding
Whoa.
on. Saya picks up another
9
one. Now it's only
HP?
9 health here for
That's not a
Carpe,
thing.
and easily able to hold on to the defuse from
Hey,
there. So
have
Team
a good
Secret
start from Team Secret. Technically,
start off with a nice little
2-1 in terms
defensive
of pistols.
pistol
Then.
round win.
Yeah, so T1 actually shifts things up a little bit. The last time they played this map with this composition, obviously they played 2 different comps so far in stage 1. They would always check first with the first 0 point and then go in with the second. And that would be a pretty hard tell in what the rotations were going to be. But they try to cut the audio so they know that Secret's going to
man,
anti
that
it.
second
Great
shot.
shots from Jeremy. The paint shells help a ton there. Barely just catches sight of him, I believe, or maybe just kind of spamming through the smoke. Might have been a ping on the mini-map. But the fast flank, I mean, sure, even though the trap
Team
was
Secret
set
aren't
up,
in
Jeremy able to
for,
put a lot of pressure. It's a good setup.
That aren't in for anything
Yeah,
in
absolutely was, and now
terms of like saving for the bonus.
just sitting.
They're just out here
waiting
trying to
see
not
if
get
T1 are
eco'd.
going to swing this, and that they will. The shot not going to land. The spam coming through as well. As the fault line, as you see, he is going to back away without taking too much damage. Saya actually doing more to Jeremy. Now over the top, the drone going to spot them there.
Yeah, it doesn't quite spot Saya player, but all Secret needed to know is were there multiple people at mid, and they confirmed that there are. So now NDG coming around market as well. It's a crossfire hold, and sure it's the jump, but NDG should, okay. Not gonna get that full trade.
Not very clean, but Jesse.
Oh,
he's
no.
not
Oh,
gonna get it.
no.
Carpe hits the headshot with a classic. And now T1, we'll see if they can hold on to this one. But Borkum is going to swing in with the Spectre, and he says, I know how to use this gun. Unlike some of my other teammates in this round, at least, says that is going to be the end of that.
Oh
Borkum
my
pick up
goodness,
the
bro.
Bulldog and
Okay, I
picks
mean,
up
good
the
damage
3K,
again.
so
I mean,
wanna
they
put it
keep
into
doing
the
buys to not get
excitement of what
eco'd,
could
but
be
I swear,
a stolen
get a little
away
bit
round.
nervous with some of this.
And,
It's
you know,
great damage
you
done
know,
again from
sometimes we joke
T1
about
on
it,
this.
But you're right. There is a very
It's an armory
minute
buy as
art
well.
to running and gunning with a Spectre. Everyone can joke about it, but
Heretics?
some people
Heretics
just can't do
need
it if you
Liquid
do
to
it
get
often
10
enough. But
rounds
Borkum, he knew
out of 2
exactly the
maps.
tempo he needed to keep up as well. Make sure that he capitalizes on the duration of that paranoia with that extra peak. And that just about helps save the round. So again, Team Secret, I believe that was 5 buys
And
as
if you're a
well. I think
Liquid
it was
fan,
Spectre Steel
Liquid
Bulldogs, but
needs
they're
to
just gonna have to
2-0,
stick to 2 of those carried over.
and
Lucky
BBL
for
have to lose
NDG.
2-0.
Looks like there might be a close
I think
hold.
that's pretty much everything for today in that.
Yeah. Just going over to a shotgun. After
EMEA
that
is pretty
last
easy
round.
to work
Here
out now.
comes Team Secret pretty aggressively.
Whoa.
Saya's going to get behind that one and is immediately going
Yeah,
to
I like this little
get
bit of a
out
trap
there
play with the
as well.
camera here.
Another flash
They didn't get
coming
anything
down.
for it. Well, they didn't get
There's
anything for it. They got a
definitely
bit of
an abundance
damage.
that on this map, double
The
initiator
problem
for
was,
both sides here,
you got
as
to
T1
shout
still
out that Saya
looking
actually got to
push
this
in onto
angle,
the B site, but a big
so they couldn't
rotation is
push
coming
through
in
and
from the
heavy
side of Team
focus
Secret,
here,
3
right?
people on the B
Because he got to the
site
back
ready for
angle
this.
towards the back
Yeah,
there.
they know that they basically
They
have
just
to hold
couldn't
on to this.
risk
The
it
thing is
because
they
he could
have to
obviously
know
just
that a
swing on
crash
them.
is
So
potentially
shout out
coming.
to him for
So you
taking
got
a little
3
bit of
people
control
all
there.
spread out, but one gets cleaned out with a rifle already. This is looking rough. The Thrash gets so much information.
Yeah, it definitely does. Jeremy's able to hold on. Jesse
Whoa.
Bash on the backside as well with the Sheriff, but he's going to be able to
I think
take
it's
down
all still okay,
T1
right?
down.
Feels
As 3v2,
feels okay.
Team Seeker will be
When
able
Flash
to get
goes
this
in,
plant.
Omen
And
can get
Izu, nice
traded.
positioning here. Jeremy
Doesn't
trying
need to get
swing on the hit,
traded.
but Izu clean with
They
both
did
of those kills.
the thing. They did
And
the
that is
thing
gonna
where
be
they
2-1
got
on the
2
board.
kills, so it's a swing round.
All right, so 3 rifles carried over. Not so bad. Sure, you use the Thrash, but you can try to cycle those pretty quickly, especially on Sunset. Usually you can guarantee at least one of the orbs. And T1's been doing a lot of audio cutting, right? Not so
Liquid
much
qualifying
early util.
rounds possible,
They make
yes.
sure that they can go on these off timings by not cycling through
Yeah,
their
it can be-
cooldown abilities like the 0 point, but they just use it
It
once
can be
where
a
they execute,
2-1,
and
but there needs
you're
to be
in.
like
And
needs
they
to be
pressure
the
B.
biggest
Now,
stomps you've
it
seen,
looks
like
like they're
13-1,
really trying to
13-2 or
force
something.
Secret away from the ante, because again, last time they go 3 times on B, and then that's the conditioning to go A. But this time they're like, no, you know what, we go B again.
Yeah.
And Secret's weak here, right? I mean, Secret was prepped. The fault line is ready for the trap play on A, and there's no one really home to block this from within the site. You are spotted.
Yeah, and Rossi, though, he is
Whoa.
going to get another
I mean,
entry
we
kill
just
here.
sent
He's
that
been
out
pretty
there.
clean on that on the B site. They get this
I
plant
guess
down.
I guess that's one of the advantages of the
now
smoke.
Team
It leaks out a
Secrets
little bit, so you can try
definitely
and
a lot
take the
to do
jewel.
here,
But
here comes the
maybe wait for the rest of your
counter
team. This was
from the
a
center Jeremy. He's
lovely
gonna
stun.
pick up one, and that is going to
Oh
be
my
a
god,
near
they did a
cleanup
great
on
stun
this B
before they
site.
went out
Executor
here.
picks up 2
Huge
himself.
1v1. 42?
And now trying to hold on to this one, not going to hit the shot onto Envy, who does drop
Yeah,
that
shout out to Envy here.
team
This stun over towards
Team
here,
Secret
I
barely
hit
get
both,
that
I'm pretty
retake.
sure.
Yeah, a very fast retake, a very fast rotate.
It meant
though.
that the
That's
trade couldn't
huge.
come in,
You know,
which
they
meant
don't
that the
overextend,
raise
they
all
don't try to
happened, which
peek
meant that
in
they
too
could just
early.
double, get the
Jeremy
entry.
doesn't miss a beat on that showstopper, and I like that he doesn't try to go in too far. Right, his job is just to make sure he gets at least 1 kill with it, guaranteed, clear out the close corners, and that's all they needed to flood in to it, rather than an elaborate set retake. He actually gets a lot of airtime, stays alive with that as well. That's huge.
Yes, it's huge.
But now the question is does
Well, like we
T1
said,
kill
that,
B
I
again?
mean,
'Cause I have a
at least they
feeling they
can-
will, right?
At least they can buy a little bit into it. Might be, I mean, this is too much of an investment.
Because the breach is so good on A, low
2-4,
risk,
I mean, I guess you
but
can
on
get
B
light
you
on
can go for some risky
Oh,
plays
boy.
like this.
And you see Jeremy trying to push out a mid once again.
Yeah, so we see the people having to
But
eco
just
at least
gonna
2
back
of them.
off
We
after he
got
doesn't see
Judge
too
out.
much.
Solo
Secret could be
Judge,
the only one
Sova hold on A with
Left
no
here at
util.
Tiles. We'll see if he sees anything, but T1 certainly hanging around outside of B, but now a rotation going over towards A. We'll see if they do commit there.
Yeah, so you saw the push out of mid, and you saw the breach fault lining over from B main. So you know that the heavier presence was on B to start, but now with the door closed, you know, T1, they're going to have to think a little bit. So minute on the clock, they could go for this. You're still holding on to mid with
And they
Execute.
hit the
You still have
right
the chance
side.
to rotate. You've got that
They're
trap
going to hit
wire
the right
outside of
side.
B
They
main
got
as
one
well.
inserted over
And
towards
that's where
middle
they're
that
gonna
they
cut
can
audio,
fast
right?
flank
They
with.
don't want any extra rotates to happen.
How
They
much
just want to
does
check
the judge
and then
get?
the ult orb. Now you've got null command online.
Damn, he just got that smoke.
Yeah, and there it is.
Just
the
got
push
that
coming
smoke
in.
out.
Rossi already pretty low, but that is going to push Borkum back as
Jesse.
they are probably looking for
The
the
knife
retake
hits
here.
him.
Jesse,
Hey, just get the one. As
Shout out to
now
Borkum
on the
here.
site,
Dude, and
Borkum
they
not
thought
being
he
called.
spammed
Bill's
and
got
didn't
some
go
support from
through.
Jeremy
Does
as
Rossi
well.
not see this guy? What
They
are the
will
comms here?
clean them up. An easy retake and defuse here for Team
I
Secret.
guess not. I guess he's
that
looking at
is-
side,
oh, that's
right?
brutal. Jesse getting that kill with the judge. That's all the time they needed for Borkum.
And
To be able to
Borkum
get
was
the
a bit of a
trade.
hero
But
here.
Borkum
Ran
makes an
through to
amazing
save his
call here
teammate
to
over
just fill the
towards
side,
side,
right?
and
He has
then
that wall to work around.
yeah.
You know that basically if you give them the timing, it's going to be a tougher retake, especially without any info from the Sova. And you have to wait for the null command as well.
He
So
killed him,
decides
yeah,
to
but I
just
think
go
he
in
thought
and
that he
buy
killed him
extra time
through
since Jeremy's there
the.
to be able to spam through the
Nah,
smoke.
you got to
And
expect that if
Jeremy's
you're
spamming
Carpe.
through it alongside Borkum. I mean, you're
I mean, he
getting the
thinks he's
pace.
at that angle, right? So if this is
You're
the
trying to make
box,
sure you're adding in
so like
extra
you can
damage.
TP on to spot
So
over
one thing
towards
that T1's
side. He
gonna have to
thinks he's
recognize
here
is the rotations
spamming.
are still pretty
he's like
fast,
here.
right? They cut the audio, but
Runs through the
this can
smoke.
only mean that the setup was already there for a shift and wait towards A. So now the whole, hey, we're just going to toy with your default setups and see if we can break through it and kind of play the probability game is not going to work for T1. They're going to have to start to push and pull a bit more, right? Bait out some of those trap plays early, then press mid, you know, go to another site, and then you still have extra 40 seconds to rotate.
You see that Execute here has got a lot to say as well. Just talking with the coach, just discussing what they want to do for the future here because
You
those
see, chat. You
pushes
see how
have
they
not
played.
necessarily
See how they
been
played the
cleanest.
Sova
Team
there.
Secret looking a lot
The, like
more
the solo
prepared for
holds
this map
on
of
B.
Sunset.
That's how I
And are currently
would
in lead 4-1
pretty
as the
much
timeout will finish.
play
We'll see what changes
close.
here for the side of T1.
Just a huge
They wanna potentially
gamble.
get a little
Maybe
bit more
give
aggressive with some
him
of
a
their
few
pushes.
trips.
Or what we will
I'll be
see.
playing like that all the time. Just
Now, I
judge,
wonder if
get you
T1
one. have the smokes for the retake.
Might have to wait a bit longer.
Extra timeout.
I think that's the way you got to play Clove, because I think you just got to gamble with it all the time.
But I wonder if T1 could consider something where
random, because this was like this was a bit of a stack, right? Obviously they knew they were fine to retake here, so they stack over towards B. They took a slight gamble. I'd just be doing that all the time.
That Team Secret, they've been playing a little bit more
Can teams play Clove? Yeah, but it's like, would you ever? What would you change for Clove in this comp?
So maybe try to pressure
you want the hard info.
Further away from A, dig deep into it.
You want the it would have to be Omen, and then
Once
you would
again,
never
Team
have
Secret
Clove
gonna
in
be
a
ready for this
solo.
one. The fault line coming out. Jeremy is
Control
pushing
the comp.
aggressively, and they get flashed, but it doesn't matter. He only picks up one. And Rossi trades
Those are
it
nice.
back.
Those are nice
little set play here
push
from the
though.
side of Team Secret. They
Yeah, I
already
love the push
spot
on
a lot
this
of
one.
members
It was the
outside of
classic.
B, but
Classic
Team 1 does trade back the one kill.
timeout into
this
push.
is a heroic play from T1 to be able to trade that back. I mean, fault line, recon, flashpoint, everything to set Jeremy up for success. You even got the double pings. He's going to survive.
Knife goes in, hits Sova. I'll tell you what was nice about that other round.
There you go.
They kind of mixed it up a little bit, right? Just having the Sova solo holds, and now they don't really know what's going on.
You should have the numbers advantage.
They were actually playing like retake on the side where
He's gonna play
the Cypher
on
wasn't.
The side here with the cam.
This trip in middle
And he does have
is
Borkum
everything,
nearby.
though.
As he is going to be spotted there.
Yeah.
As here comes T1 in the
Whoa,
wraparound
but
on
just
a
heavy
Borkum, not
focusing.
gonna be read by him. X-Great nicely done. As Jesse just trying to buy some time with a Hunter's Fury. And it's
Good
all up
luck.
to NDG to try to hold down the sights. And he is going to hit one. Not cleared out just yet, but wrapped around on by Izu from elbow.
All right, so you got a fault line. See if that recon. I don't believe that they've used it a second time. Could be wrong here. But the Thrash being used as well. T1's not taking any chances.
Oh.
You've checked one, and he's not doubled up. So Izu's still holding that
Yeah,
other
he-
angle.
Oh,
Jesse,
no.
Oh, so clean. Picks up two on the site. and
Holy
Envy gets a
bro, how
third.
did that
Team
go
Secret
wrong
are
so
strong
fast?
Again, right after the
Abe like
T1
panicked
timeout,
with his
they
fish. He early
absolutely
explodes
covered them
it
here
because
on
there's
the
no way
retake.
that was enough
Yeah,
bullets.
it's great to see
Doesn't get
Jesse,
anyone,
being
and then just
very
gets
confident,
insta-popped
in
without
that
a
retake
trade
again
coming
as
in.
well, right? Looked a little bit scared on Lotus,
Dude,
not
Jesse
able to
Vash.
really
I mean,
confidently
this is a
take
dominant
the fair
half so
1v1
far.
duels without other
That
util.
fish cost him.
But this time around, he knows he has to be the one to help break things open. He's the one that was spotted. Just goes for the peaks. He's ready for the second swing out.
Shout out to
It's
Jesse here.
absolutely
That was kind of
beautiful.
fast.
And Envy, of course, always reliable on that trade. He's been a very great support on that breach every time they come to this map. And finally, Econ broken on the side of T1.
And, I mean, T1 that time around, they get onto the site, they get the plant down, but Team Secret's retake just too good. Jesse
Knife
and
goes in,
Envy,
hits two over towards
two of them
B,
together
and
get
it
the
looks
job
like they're
done.
so
Another
fine with
push
that.
out here from Team Secret towards B.
Getting an extra orb
Towards
on the
that B main
raise.
area, but as we know,
Yeah, they're trying to
T1
take a lot of
is
this.
trying to push a little bit more
The ecos, they've been going a little bit
aggressively onto A, a little
aggro.
bit earlier here.
Yeah, but it's a double peek out. And then if we see a kill come through for Envy,
Higher
he's gonna
lower
have
on
that
this.
Rolling Thunder. So the high-low.
That's scary with the
this
util
could
that's
buy
here, but
them
the
a
Dizzy
lot
goes
of
over
time.
towards
They're not even
site, so they
concerned
were
about the
right.
site. Let the spike be
Dude, this
planted.
is...
We're here for the round.
Do they
to
really
win.
4-1
And
like
Envy gets
this
it,
all the
Rolling
time?
Thunder online. He's going to wait for the retake.
This is the
Once
second
back
time
on
now
the
that I've
rise,
seen
as long as they're
T1
holding
hit
onto
and they
elbow, fault line to
4-1
make sure that
site
they're
and there's
still
nothing for
safe.
site, and it looks like this is what
Trying
they
to
do all
push
the
on
time
those
because
two
Team
guys
Secret are
on the
heavy
back here,
stacking
but Jeremy's
sides,
gonna get a kill, and they easily get swept
and
up.
they are
X-Great
not
only
scared of
getting the
util.
one.
The fact that they choose the
And
higher
Team
lower
Secret
here.
get an easy defuse. I mean, T1, they get in, they get one kill, they get the plant.
Yeah,
but
they gotta send
still a
more
very
sides here.
dominant
This
round here to
that's
Team Secret.
twice now they've
So
been
something
wrecked.
that Secret, I think, has correctly identified, and this has been true the last time T1 played this Sunset as well, is that T1 has not been playing very spread out defaults on the attack, right? They're very, I mean, the most they do is a 1-4, but even then, it's not like B main, A main. It's like mid and B or mid and A. So you can
Yeah, you can
always
disguise it a
choose
little
to
bit,
push out from one side,
Ramu.
get the clear info. You know, if there is contact, maybe you back off.
I think you could always
and
set it
then
up so
you
it's a
can
one and done.
rotate accordingly.
Like you could always
and
get your one, I feel
T1
like.
can't actually accurately read this.
But
'cause
I'd
they
like to
haven't
see a
really been
90-second
notified until it's too
timeout.
late,
Nah,
right? I
honestly,
mean, sure,
60
you can
seconds
deduce
is
it
pretty
just
much
because of
fine
the
to be able to
rotation
say
speed,
anything.
But you don't know exactly how far they've been pushing.
You gotta
out. All
remember,
know
it's
is
like
they've never really crossed that
anything
trap
longer
wire,
isn't great to watch anyway.
Over by B main lobby.
Yeah, now, I mean, T1 are able to buy up, but Team Secret have 4 ultimates ready to go. So the second they try to push a spot, Envy's going to be ready with a Rolling Thunder, or they could look for a retake with that, obviously.
And this is that mid setup as well. You get it.
You can tell T1 are just a little bit nervous in terms of making, like anything aggro here as well. We had mid smoke and then everyone just waited for something aggro.
You know, something like a tiles
all of
push
the angles.
or B main push with that showstopper. But like you said,
We got contact into stun. We got 2 people doubling up over towards mid, and then we got retake over towards B with info market.
Especially because the retakes have been so clean, and it feels like the timings are really
In terms
nice
of Team
as
Secret's
well. Like
ults, we got, I mean, they should be winning this round as well. The longer this goes, the scarier it gets, because they got to exec onto a site, they got to get onto a site, and you got Raze ult, Breach ult.
It's been very clean stuff from the side of
They
Team
choose the
Secret.
right
Good to
site,
see the
but
comfort as NDG sees the barrel and sees a kill
huge ult.
as well as
Does he get out or does he
Neural
go
Depth.
for it? And they have a
See
crossfire
the
though.
rest of the side of T1 as they are going to push onto this B site.
What
but
a
NDG
What a
gets the
recon.
tag and now just
Dude,
clear everybody
Team Secret
out.
are
Even committing to the
annihilating
showstopper.
them.
It's a 4K for NDG.
They are
Nobody can take them
annihilating
out,
them. This was
and it is
good though.
flawless. T1
NDG
also
sees
lying
one
on that
walking out.
round.
He goes
Team
close,
Secret
gets the
are
kill,
just sweeping
repositions
here.
towards the
Yeah,
back, and they
this is
still have the
brutal.
crossfire,
This
right?
is absolutely brutal. I would
The
say
one, I
even
think it's
more
Jesse over
so
towards here
than
can
it felt for
contact, and
Secret
he
on
can
Lotus.
contact
I
as
mean,
well
it just feels
after.
like T1,
Obviously he's watching B
they're not
main.
even a step behind.
Doesn't know about
They're just
anyone
absolutely getting
not
read
being
like
B
a
main,
book.
but still so
It just
strong.
has no words in it, right? It's just a blank
That
page.
recon's
Secret's like, "All right, done."
incredible as well.
We've read through it all.
I mean, he does know because
And
he used his
NDG, he
ult.
has been able to play so calmly. I mean, he gets paranoid, and he still knows his cam hasn't been, so he still gets vision through that.
Yeah,
knows
all
he's
of
not in
their
danger, doesn't
like
panic.
reactions
Very, very good anchor.
on what to do at the moment from
That
Team
felt like
Secret
the
is
most
like
comfortable
perfect.
Cypher replay I've ever seen. He's
You
like,
want
yeah,
it
I'm
to-
just chilling on the back of the site. I
you
know
want
where
it to
everybody
speed
is.
up,
Like, I
send
have
it
all the
somewhere.
information. Nobody can take me out.
Is the longer this goes
Hits his
down, they're
shots
so wrecked.
and makes it look
Camera
easy. Here
spots a
comes
couple.
relatively
Done
fast
goes
move from the
in.
side of T1, but
Hey,
Jesse's
this
right
is a
there
done map.
as the blind comes through
Looks
as
so
well,
much
and
better than them on this map.
And these T1 pushes are just looking flimsy right now as Rossi is going to take down 2. But he has 5 health and a dream.
Yeah,
What do you reckon?
you've got Rolling Thunder still as well. And
Probably
if I'm
just
Team
Breach
Secret,
or it.
I mean, I would consider using this, right? You might as well. You're so far ahead. You've got
Problem
other
is
ults
Rossi's
cycling
HP gets caught, so would you be tempted to not
So, absolutely
into
securing
it?
that round win seems good. The flash, it just
No
clears
way,
in time, and
man.
Jeremy's able to get the kill.
Again, they know this guy's 5 HP,
Oh,
so they don't
man.
ult.
Yeah, I mean, Rossi's getting a lot of value
Huge,
out of this
dudes. They
round
keep
himself,
the Breach
but,
ult in.
It's still not going to be a round win. Team Secret make quick work of that one, and they hold on to the Rolling Thunder.
Yep.
Just in case any future round looks a little bit closer than what we've seen so far, which hasn't been very close.
Yeah, it hasn't been very rocky. I mean, maybe that 2-man retake with
Dylan.
Jesse, that was the one
Dude,
that felt
Dylan,
like it was a decent
36.
post plant from T1, things like
He
that.
hit the
but
3 years.
outside of it, and of course, you know,
What is the 3
one
year? The
round
blue
win,
slug?
coming in from
Blue
T1,
slug with the
we
crown?
haven't really
Nice,
felt like
bro.
Team
Thank you
Secret
so
were
much, man.
flustered. You know,
Dude,
if there
Dylan,
weren't
3
any
years
rounds
is
where
mad,
you
dude.
think in the back
Thank
of
you
your
for that.
mind, is there a timeout coming, anything
It's the
like
old
that?
school
And now
streams.
T1, it's a no command, it's a group up. And Secret, do they have the hard read on this? I mean, you have Envy sitting pretty far back for that fault line on A, so they're very well aware of this. You know, NDG still all the way back by Boba. There's a ping on it for T1, so they're aware of it. So you make sure
This
the
was a
no-command
way
hits.
better chance.
Make sure he's in range.
A-ult hits the Cypher as well, so they can
Stopper
see the
as well,
trips.
just trying to clear out the site, but it has been abandoned quite a while ago
Didn't break
from the
the trip,
side
though.
of Team Secret. NDD trying to hold this angle. He gets one. As Iffy trying to get in there as well. He
2
picks up
people
a 2K.
behind.
And
For
now a
all
chance
lets
finally
him
for
know,
T1
so they're
try
just
to
going to
hold on
push
a
into
site
Jesse.
after the
Jesse's going to have to
plant.
drone this.
So Jesse's looking to just draw more aggro so that his teammates can get into the site.
He was not expecting
him
that angle. I
I
don't even blame him for this.
So that's gonna
Again,
be
nicely
it.
done from Izu,
T1
to be
will
honest.
wrap
These
it
2
up.
kills over
I
towards
mean,
Marco was
sure,
good. I
and
like that
Secret
they
got
took
the
some map
read,
control.
But the no
AOlt
command
was
still in
good
range.
and
The
just
paranoia as
straight
well
up
to continue to push through, showstopper
represent
everything.
it.
They knew exactly what their win conditions were.
Yeah, they absolutely did. So let's take a look at this replay. Swing coming out here from the side of Izu. Picks up 2, makes it 3. And they easily clear up that site. Still not feeling very happy at the moment after losing a bunch of rounds in a row, but
Yeah.
at least T1 finally kind of get the jitters out and get another
Chuck
round.
for the trip again. He's been doing this all
Making
the
their
time.
presence felt finally on this map.
And
Here comes Jeremy. Pushing
Yeah.
out of mid.
Oh, that fake works out perfectly.
Okay,
Spam.
it's
Size
traded
up for the
pretty
trade,
fast
but
here though. I
Spam
like
through the
this
smoke.
stun.
Catches Xcurit off guard entirely. So now without the Cypher, T1, their flank is open. They saw the trap.
Dude, some of the
bars
breach
broken
stuff from
earlier
this
as
map
well,
is
so they have no idea.
incredibly
If they wanted to
strong.
go B, they'd have to re-clear it now, so they have to push in with the Thrash. Oh, the Rolling Thunder. I mean,
Oh, it's
Secret
a good
knows that they
angle
don't
as
really
well.
have other
Smacks him
options.
into
They
the
just wanna
wall.
deny the Thrash more than anything.
Well, they're only going to trade 1-for-1, and Jesse is not cleared out in the corner. Rossi barely going to take him down.
This is when you know,
Only after 2 of his
like
teammates
watching
go down first.
watching
Now,
Team
1v2,
Secret here. This
Rossi
is
does
when
get
you know
another
like
headshot. It's been pretty
the
clean
big
today.
1v1. But I'm just
He's
gonna draw in the
make a
minimap a little bit.
1v1 scenario,
Right, if you
has
think if
enough
you
time to
breach
rotate
ult
over
here
to
as
B
well, right,
it should
sends them
never come
away.
to
So
this
they're
for
always gonna
Secret.
get
I
out.
mean,
This
even
is how
just
you know
denying that
Envy's a
Thrash
good
cooldown
breach,
would've
or there's
made
someone
it
in
so
the team that's
difficult
like
for T1,
good
and
at
it was
thinking.
good Rolling Thunder,
We
in my
gotta
opinion,
we
but
do it from the
Rossi,
left.
he's
So it
had some
smacks them
incredible
into the
clutches
wall,
so
it
far
pushes
for
them
T1
this way,
after
so you
joining
have
the
more
team.
chance of
Starting
catching
even
them
with
in
the
this
offseason.
area. Like you can't get out.
Just gonna stick
Even if
to
you
the plan.
satcheled this way, it would
It's a
knock you
full
back
50-50
this way.
mind game on the roll,
So that's
the
why it's so
wraparound,
important to
and he's
always
gonna
ult
leave it.
from the left here. That's how you know
Well,
that
at least
someone's a
Envy was
beast in
able
this
to
team.
hear the plant. He hits the
Comes to
rotation on
thinking.
time. He has a lot of time to try to clear out every angle. Maybe get an early
It could
tap
be
on the
Envy.
spike, see if he can bait
It
Rossi
could be
out, but
some.
Rossi's
It could be the
playing very
coach.
far back here in
Could
B
be
main.
wall
Oh,
bounce.
and with this, Envy might just start to think that he might be rocking. Envy's gonna push all of this?
Holy.
Holy.
Shout out to Rossi for being aware for this one, but I guess once he's
mean,
not behind at one point, he has to be
Rossi,
somewhere.
He had 2 angles to look at. He still
I mean, that was
just
kinda
disabled
individual
the
a little
correct
bit.
one. But I
Really,
can't
Rossi did
believe
good to get
Envy
it to this
decides to push
situation.
all the way
I thought they were so
Yeah,
wrecked
he
when this all
pushed
came in.
all the way through. No tap on the spike. He gives
This is
Rossi
1v2,
an
right?
opportunity to be looking the right way at the right time.
Oh,
And
1v3.
It's kind of an unfortunate round for Team Secret, but a very nice clutch here from Rossi.
I got us, boys. Don't worry. I got us. Don't worry.
Well, he's picked up a couple of rounds.
For
making
sure.
things
Yeah, and he
interesting.
needs to get another one though.
It keeps it a little bit
They gotta get
competitive here.
4
If they
here.
can get up to 4, it's not too bad. Again, same situation as Secret back on Lotus, considering how things started.
T1 are already on the site here, as now Hunter's Fury gonna get some tags, but some nice dancing from the
Nice.
side of Rossi. He's not
Joel.
gonna be hit. NDG though.
Huge
Found
ult.
the neural theft and is going to hold on to this one, and Jeremy's here as well. Not quite
Ah,
able to clear
man,
out
NDG played that
That is gonna
well.
give some extra time for the
Worst
rest of the
case
team to come on over.
situation,
Rossi
traded.
trying to get in with a flash and a dream,
Shout
but
out
it's
to
not
NDG
gonna
here,
happen.
but
9-3
3 is not
the
enough.
scoreline. Team
3 is not
Secret,
enough in your
a clean
attack.
round to close out the first half.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, it does seem like T1, their sunset still doesn't seem like it has a lot of options, as we see a little bit of a ceremony here from Jeremy. Just for the half, though. We're not done with the map just yet. But you gotta wonder what the defensive setups are gonna be like. This Team Secret, their defense always a lot more reliable
Watch
than
the
their
Wolves
attacks.
game
So
today?
T1 might get
Nah,
away
dude, even if there's a
just having
break in
simpler
between
defaults here.
Pacific and
And the big question
EMEA,
remains on, those
dude,
0
gotta
points.
try and do some,
And the Dizzies, are those
gotta
going
try
to
to do
be
some
hard
videos
tells
for
that let
Coach
Team Secret know
Mateos.
which site they can hit?
And I
Yeah, it's
gotta
definitely
eat.
a very good question. I mean, if you're looking
Got
for
a stacked
comfort
day.
for the side of Team Secret, as you mentioned, defense on Sunset should be kind of the exact thing you're looking for. So maybe T1, maybe the team can kind of say that, try to hype them up for the second half and give them a chance. But Team Secret have looked pretty flawless.
Eating can be useful, yeah, that's true.
On this side. So we'll see if they can force us into a third map as well, which I believe is Breeze.
Yes.
Right? So
yeah.
should be pretty interesting to close it out if we do get there.
Do you think
Yeah,
teams
if
will
it
make
goes to
roster changes
Breeze,
before next
I
split?
mean, a lot of people
I
are
kind
gonna
of
be
hope
wondering,
some
can
teams
Easy
do,
pop up
and
once
it's
again?
not like me
Because
having to dig at some
he
of
had
the
to pull
players.
some crazy
I
heroics
just
to
think
bring a
that
map victory against DRX,
if there are
for
some
the side
people
of
that you're
T1.
tempted to
Meanwhile,
try
Team
out for
Secret, they've always
next
been
year, and your
okay on
team
it,
like
but
doesn't have
not
a,
quite
it's not looking likely that
stellar,
your team's
so
gonna
to
make
speak. It's always
playoffs.
been very standard.
I think you should be at least considering like the fact that you could potentially scout some people for
This is
next
going to
year,
be
and it could be a chance
pretty
to
critical
test
pistol
people.
round because Team Secret
So
get
I
this,
do think
you know,
teams
they get some momentum behind them.
will
even
and
outside of the
should.
obvious, picking up a couple
But
of
I
rounds
would
to
say
start off
it's
the
like
half,
not
but
many. I would say maybe
trying to catapult
2
yourself
out of
forward
each
before
region,
T1 get any
something
kind
like
of
that.
momentum, and kind of give yourself
The
that
issue is
confidence
it's
from
hard
the
for
attacker side to put an end to this map.
it's hard to
will
pick up a
be
lot of tier
huge.
2 players
Yeah,
at the
it's just
moment
gonna be-
because
looks like
anyone's
fault line into
good
elbow,
that
paranoia
you would
on
want
the
to
left
get in
side
theory is
towards
going to
A short.
be
Jeremy
in
takes his pick on
challenges.
where he wants to dive into.
So the Orcs
There's
probably
the flash,
won't
there's the recon.
be down for anything.
See the two of them. There's the counter.
Huge in terms of
Paranoia,
letting their
but
players go.
Yuzu is in a lot of trouble. He gets
Dude,
wall-lined
Envy's
into
stun
the
here is
fleets.
incredible, man.
And Team Secret get in. Carpe does trade one back, but this push is coming in strong as they
Dude.
get a wraparound, and T1 are just not ready for
That
it.
is,
That's a couple
they
of
are
kills.
so much better on this
Now
map.
Saya's gonna
This
have
has
to
been
pull off
2
something
really
huge here.
one-sided maps. Like Breeze
You
is
see a lot of low
Breeze
health
is
bars on the side of
confirmed. It
Team
really is.
Secret.
Breeze was pretty much confirmed at the beginning of this. They're going to win this pistol. I'm still sticking what I'm saying. I don't even care about this pistol. This is still going Breeze, man.
And they hold on for dear life.
I'm ignoring this pistol.
This is straight up a round that sums up death by 1,000 needles for, against Team Secret.
2v4, Rob ignoring the pistol.
From the pistols, no one
I don't
comes out
care.
100%
They're still better on
from
this map.
any of these fights, and that's all Xcurit and Saya needed. The sharpshooters, they'll even just go for the headshots. They don't even care about the lower health, but it does make things a lot dicier for Secret. I mean, it looked like the execute should have been good. It looked like Secret absolutely should have had the advantage.
I wanted to make it Team Pacific. I could choose any player.
On the side of T1.
It's a lot of Paper X and Invis involved.
Saya's going to get it started off. Very Saya player. As you would
The only
expect.
two confirmed would be
nice early kill for
Envy
him.
and
Try to hold on to this.
Forsaken,
Jesse is pushing
and then
up
I'd
mid,
have
and
to
now
think.
He's going to go as well to the Marshall.
Only 4 points away from the showstopper now. Oh no, he knows there's
I would
one
probably
more
have something in there as well. I think
Xcurit
something's
will
a
clean up
monster.
that one, but he's hungry.
Stealing the ace away. I mean, T1
Whoa,
obviously
what is
don't
that?
care too
The
much.
shot.
Nice shot here from NDG. But now they know where he is. Okay. No, not gonna happen. But he does get the
How about
one kill at
Jesse?
least.
I would need to see
Gets
how much
revenge for his
calming and
Yeah, there you
calling
go. Don't give
Forsaken
over the
does, man.
flawless. But obviously on the side of T1, all you're doing is drop in the Marshall.
I would need to see it on the server and see if I needed.
Death, so he's
need
only
someone
2
else.
away. He's actually going to invest all the way up to a Vandal, it looks like. They saw the second member. And that's, like you said, Val, it's just a classic Saya round. But now, with the Vandal,
Oh.
that's 4 rifles, right? They bought up 3 Bulldogs that
Let's get
previous
into the big buy round.
and
If T1 want to
Secret,
do this, it has to be
gonna
one of
be
the
a
next
lot
2
more
rounds.
power than they were expecting. And they even have to respect the potential push-out because it's
I've hit
technically a bonus
2,
round,
and
so
it
that
looks
0
like they
point,
wanted
it
this.
scares
Now they're
them
going to
away.
head over
T1,
towards
they
over
can go
A.
for a pretty fast rotate.
They
They
were-
didn't really tag much info.
They were in to get hit by this knife. That is for
Let's see how
sure.
this push goes for the side of Team Secret. Everybody about to swarm into this A site. Elbow is empty.
Yeah, it's just a free sight. It's been given up by
Dude,
T1.
they have such reads, I swear.
he's just
Ooh,
gonna
that's
whip
nice,
that.
though. He turned this
How did he
corner.
manage that?
Pretty sure the cage wasn't even up. I'm
boy.
not sure. It
And
must
that's
have been.
Jeremy that goes down in that trade. I really don't know how
Oh god, there's
Jeremy
Omen
does not
flash.
win that one. Izu is eventually going to be traded back, but now T1 given a chance.
Huge trade
She
from
does pick up
Jesse.
one kill. The
Envy
spike
did
is
great to not
already
get hit by
planted.
the flash and get the
2
kill.
pain, but this could
You
be a
are an
moment for Xcurit
absolute
'cause he wasn't quite
lunatic.
pinged. Yeah, that's the surprise.
You're
factor
an
that he has.
absolute lunatic,
Now with
Jesse.
3v2.
What the hell?
3v2, NDG trying to hold on to the side. Borkum in the back here as in comes Saya player flying in, but Borkum is going to go down. NDG, he's got to hold on for the team, and that he will.
That's
Picks up a 3K,
a great
just
round from
barely
him.
clutching it out.
Is honestly the amount of damage this would have
NDG,
done
he has
money-wise.
had
I
some
mean, this
great
still is a
moments
good amount of
today.
damage. This is a
Got them
giant
the
round
early 2
here.
rounds over back on Lotus. Gets them quite a few on the defense as well. And he gets a much-needed clutch. I mean, that was
This is
your
a great
round, so
buy.
losing that
The
is
Outlaw, they're going to have
absolutely
one
devastating.
heavy armor. That's it.
Good
gonna be 4
stabilization. I
people
love
that
that
he can
doesn't
one
hold
pop.
the spray. He just says, all right, you know what? You're still flying. Just got to reset. The good jiggle as well.
Yeah, very nice timings. From the side of NDG, he has been pretty clutch for
Oh,
the team so far
Are they
tonight.
expecting this?
Even in
They go
the loss of that
Spectre.
first
Dude,
map,
they
had some
expect this.
pretty
They
good
go
rounds, and
Spectre,
now picks up
Bulldog.
another one for himself.
Armor,
He
heavy.
has been clean on the
So
Cypher, especially from the
instead of
defensive
going for the
side
heavy rifles,
of
looks like they
Sunset.
knew that Saya was going to get the Outlaw
So Team
out, or
Secret
someone
right away,
said.
you
I
know
imagine
that
Jesse
the KO's on B, the
and
Gekko's
they
on
take a
A.
hit on
That's
some
been
of the
default
guns,
so
but
far from T1.
could mean that they can
The
tank a
last round,
bullet.
A-Site was entirely left open for the retake. So Team Secret, they're trying to punish that setup a bit extra as well, right? Make
Sai
sure
gets a kill, he
that
gets
the
ult.
default can't be as stable from T1 by pushing up mid.
We got
He's
one
going to
person
be
that can
pushed
buy
out of that
next, by the way,
spot.
if they lose.
Bit of
That's
pressure
it.
up on mid, but not really committing to one side just yet.
Knife goes in, they
There
both
comes
get
the
hit again, and they
response.
can
Jeremy's
insta
still
group.
there. T1 just very much on their hind heels, waiting for Team Secret to make the first move.
Yeah, I mean, I
Are
don't
they
know
gonna
if
walk
Secret's
into
gonna
the,
feel great about going
walk
to
into
A
the
here, just
Outlaw,
because
and it's
you
gonna be
saw that
one
the
kill.
was
Dude,
pulled
who
out from
turns the
B-site
corner
from that 0
fast?
point, but
You would
they are just gonna
imagine
death
Jeremy.
ball it for sure. That's not expected at all. Oh no.
He's just going to hold it.
Oh,
Just
boy.
waiting. Now
Whoa.
he's getting out there, but he does not check the left. And that is going to punish him big time. Borkum takes him down. Now a chance here for Team Secret. They get the neural theft out. Carpe's got to push through a million smokes. They are going to hold on to the site as well as they possibly can as Xcaret gets the fadeaway, picks up a second, and Team 1, the rest of them just on the site. There are so many smokes. Envy has to pull off a miracle here, 1v3, and it's not going to happen. T1 pick up a huge round.
Yeah, it really is. We've got Envy that can buy. Everyone else gets fully reset in terms of the money. Huge round, 10-6.
Actually buys so much time and gets information, even gets
still not believing, but
I believe it was against Jesse
this
Bash.
is nice. Dude, what the hell is this smoke at spawn? Did anyone see it?
Double kills, and that allows everyone
outrageous,
else to
man.
flood the site under the smokes. The crossfire is all already set up, because you know that it's just coming in from one side. And now economy broken for Team Secret. I mean,
it's
sure,
over. Yeah, it's still over. I don't know what I'm talking about, man. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not on. It's over.
It
was over 3
easy.
rounds ago.
After this half, for the side of Team Secret, they've only picked up one. It's now aggressive. Comes Saya player, and he's in a bit of trouble. Just gonna be chased down, but Xcaret's right there.
No.
This one doesn't count because he's
such a team player, and he is gonna hold on for saving his teammate's life. So we'll be able to get this plant down, Team Secret, at least. But
because look at these ults that are here.
Well.
Whoa, use the ult into this round.
And now they can push and clear it
oh
out.
my god.
Team Secret looking to hold on to this one. Uh-oh.
Yeah, good aftershock to push him back. You've got rifle upgrades on the side of Secret as
oh
well.
no, Envy is so dead.
That's one side. Envy just has to try to hang on for as long as possible.
Spray come down. Are they going to see this guy on the right? One HP.
One? Oh, and Envy used his ult as well. It's such a big round.
Stands for T1 Izu with 1 health, barely holding on to that
There's
one.
no
Team Secret
way.
made that really interesting. Nearly pulled off at the Rifty. But T1 will not go down quietly.
Dude, what is that last shot by Izu? And this is the thing. You put him on some of these
41.
agents that he's picked up.
Goes down to 40, and this guy hits one body shot.
I mean, sure, yeah, you might be suspecting it because you're only seeing one, but... And then he puts up rounds like that. And that could be another clutch where T1 think, all right, momentum's back in our pocket.
One.
And they're feeling confident enough that a push might be coming out. It looks like a pop flash setup here for Saya player.
Oh, and they go aggro on this one. But Team Secret are kind of expecting something. They're pretty far back on this. I say pretty far back. Everyone's tanking in spawn.
Very, very far. But a decent amount committed to just get them out of position. Team Secret just chilling, just waiting. Not going to go for a push just yet.
Recon in the smoke to try and see if anyone's hiding in the smoke. This is a nice strat though. Yeah, that's T1. I like this.
That's a lot of early util drawn out from Team Secret.
Wait, that was his recon, right?
Push out, because the reclears have to
okay, it was his recon to see if anyone's pushed into the smoke in case they push down middle. That's cool.
Well, they're trying to push out. Saya is going to trade that one back. But got pretty dangerous there at tiles. Just a 1-for-1. Rossi for Envy, so no fault line at all for the rest of the round.
And he just backs up.
That recon sounds good.
Saya's actually just trying to draw attention.
Oh my god, his own satchel.
Doesn't quite work out. Jeremy's
was it his own satchel? Was this Jeremy's satchel?
I mean, this was meant to be a hold by Izu, no matter what happened to Saya.
Oh, nice read here from Carpe. Looking for the second man, and now he's got Thrash as well. Gonna get a lot of attention away.
And then Borkum goes for it, picks up the spike, and we've got a big 1v2 on our hands. We have a camera that sees if he goes into market. They can at least work out if he goes to one place. And he goes to the only place where the camera is. There's no way. Did he hear it?
Try to send it. Borkum has been clutch in the past. Today it's been a little bit hit or miss. Nice timing here. He hears them running in onto the site.
Oh, the Thrash.
Oh, God. Well,
the half is done. Oh no!
Damn.
He still gets it!
Pick from Carpe here.
No.
Okay. All right, now I'm a little bit worried because this is actually getting close.
Man. I mean, they were already mounting a huge comeback, but now you get clipped by the edge of the Thrash. The timing looked good for Borkum, but instead he just gets basically just... Oh, man.
I mean, he just gets wrapped around on the quick U-turn on the Thrash. Oh, Carpe, he's been taking his driving lessons with that fish.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, he just sees him. Target acquired, he says. Xcaret laughing. We haven't seen that in a long time because it's been an absolutely stressful stage for T1. But they are looking happy. It feels like they're happy with what they prepped
When
coming
will I
out on
learn?
stage. And you can see the nerves starting to get to Secret. I don't think I've seen Warbirds look that worried in a long time, win or lose.
Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense, right? The first map was rough. They didn't look like they were playing the way they should have prepared for that Lotus. And then you come into this map and things are just going so well. I mean, it was basically they were just streaming flying colors and T1 had no chance. They were looking totally down in the dirt.
What do I think about the defense so far? Yeah, it's nice.
And then all of a sudden,
They're kind of doing what Team Secret did as well in terms of going aggro on the big buy rounds, so they have to like reclaim map control. And then they're kind of like going a little bit late, so they have to potentially push into one person or util.
So that's a 10-9. The past 2 rounds, absolutely just morale crushing for Secret.
Get an okay buy.
So T1,
Money's
all the
still
momentum
low
both in and
because
out
the
of
rounds have
game
been close.
on their side.
That's why I'm not
That's
worried.
given them the freedom to absolutely change up their defaults as well.
Yeah.
We go for a
Right, you're gonna
fast
leave
B,
mid
but there's
open
3
now.
people here.
If I'm August, I would just say, okay, you guys are doing well, but don't get too crazy with it as, okay, it is going to be a trade at the end of the day.
The
But that
recon
Saya
goes
player
too
taking
high, I
down
think.
Jeremy and a showstopper only getting a 1-for-1.
Yeah, recon kind of landed on the
But that
roof up
showstopper
here, so I don't think it
Not
scans
able to
anywhere
stay
close.
alive. That means market control not given over.
They got
So
a
speed,
drone
it
now. We
doesn't
get
feel that
4
great.
passing over
You're
towards
scouting
market
with the
for a
drone,
fast
but you don't have any
retake.
smokes to cover market. So yeah, you're gonna have to use that shrouded step. But the spike still not quite here.
Carpe has full util for the
Hurricane
retake.
finally gives him a little bit of closure.
Rossi has his flash to combo with.
He's going to be good with this timing out of Izu as the plan is coming down. That's great, not great though, as Team
Hold up.
Secret are holding onto the site. T1 getting in melee range and Carpe can't
Yeah,
get through.
and we got to start
the
looking at the
utility,
money,
and that is going to
thinking
be a
1-9
round
on top
win
of
for the
this.
side of Team Secret.
Very, very fast backup right around the pillar. That's all it was, right? Because Izu, great
do they
timing
do?
there, but
One hero
you know
gun,
that
one
you have the
stinger, everything
it's
else
close range.
sheriff-
Jesse Bash goes
sheriffs,
for the
I
run
guess.
and gun, and then the immediate swing out for the trade from his teammates. The calls are clean on that round. That's all there is to it, because everyone on both teams knew
remaining.
what Secret had to do. You had to go into B, you had to creep in. The cyber cage meant that you were already in the site. It was just a pure firefight.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day,
Whoa.
well, the day hasn't ended just yet. Saya trying to get in there, trying to get aggressive to see if they were going to push into tiles. It does not happen. And now the showstopper doesn't get any value. So Team Secret just waiting. They can play it slow from here.
But it sends Izu up very far out. Unfortunate that he only has a classic, as their econ's now finally been broken again on the side of T1. Because that could have been a position to hold with a different weapon, maybe even something like a Spectre. But now, too many angles, too much range. He's gonna
Yeah, and
have
they
to
picked the right
respect it.
site on this. I say they picked the right site. They're
Point
actually going to
Secret
go
very-
retake mid.
Okay, so any
They
area
just
that the
retaking close
Showstopper
to then
could have
group up and
cleared,
go, eh?
They want to re-clear it, right? They want to make sure no lurks. Doesn't matter, the Raze Omen, doesn't matter who it is. You just want to make sure that nobody's here. But during all of this, Saya has now lurked on out to B main. It allows
boy.
everybody to rotate. I mean, the read on the map is perfect from T1.
It absolutely is, and I mean,
Rossi
he's
with
gonna
the
be
hero
way behind
gun
them.
gets
Team
there.
Secret forced to push on an A, but T1 are just ready for it. They don't quite have the firepower,
Oh,
but let's
God.
see. A couple of spams
8
through the
seconds
smoke,
on this
gonna
one.
get
They
some
know
really
it's
nice
stacked,
damage
and I
on the
think
Jeremy
NDG has to make a big play.
I mean, Team Secret, they could
Yeah.
rotate still if they wanted to
Ready
fight
to
the
push
low
for a
man
smoke.
behind. Use that trap wire. With no command as well.
X here with the Guardian. He's got so much help as well. T1 just
Oh,
easily
God,
trading
man.
them up
There's
as
so
Team
many
Secret,
guns on the
Markham is
floor.
reloading.
Oh my.
Oh, and he's not
Oh,
even
God,
gonna
there's
dunk.
so
Gets
many
shot
guns
in
on
the
the
head
floor.
by
They get such an
Classic,
upgrade.
and Thrifty coming out from T1 now.
It almost feels like Secret second-guessed themselves. And the devs talked about this.
I
We
mean,
saw
I
that
think
on
they were.
Lotus
I
as
think they were
well.
just
So you
clearing
see
all
the
of
trap
this,
being
right? They didn't
broken
want to have a fast
over
flank
by
behind,
B.
but they had a
And you
trip.
know, okay, somebody's pushed out. You don't know how many.
do
so
feel
obviously
like- I'm
that's the
telling you,
scary
I
part.
really
And you're
feel like
thinking, you gotta
teams-
imagine the logic here is
Teams
it's a
would
dirt
really
team, so it's gotta be
benefit
multiple
from.
people, so A's gotta be weaker.
This is actually a
start to
perfect
think from the
example,
moment you
especially
hit
when you have a team
the
like,
wall, right,
especially
with
when you
the
have a comp
smokes
like
and the
this.
classic spams, you're thinking, well, do we go in? Do we not?
When
Do
you
we
know
have to wait
that the
for
enemy
util?
team's going to be
Running out of time,
ecoing,
you don't know how close
and
the
you have
flank
people
is,
that die from
and the
Team
panic
Secret,
just gets
I
to
really
'em.
think someone taking that ghost and
Yeah,
taking
they
the
did
hit of
not
being the
handle
human
that
scout like you
situation
do
very well,
on
and
like the
T1
human drone that you do on
right
round
back
2.
on the board.
I think teams can start
Team
implementing that
Secret
more,
still in the lead.
especially when
Let's see if they can close
especially
this
when-
one out and give
I mean,
themselves
especially when
a
you
second
use your
life.
drone early, I guess. They
that
should
next
have been
map,
fine
or
with the
if
drone.
T1
It's
is
just
just
the
gonna
fact that
close it
the
out.
ult came
A
out.
lot of utility being used here towards B. I mean, T1.
It was honestly,
Should
Rossi's
expect a
ult
bit of
was
a push
just
at this
huge.
point,
That
but
broke
Team
the
Secret are
drone, but the
certainly
drone
taking
was
their
probably
time.
committed too late if I'm being like really
They might
critical.
not even commit to
Like,
it.
the drone
Yeah,
needs
so
to be at
Secret
like
now
50
trying to play
seconds so
with the
that when you
clock a
scout
bit
people, you can go
more.
rotate.
You know, not being able to actually.
Everything was
get
just a
into
little bit
B, so
late,
they
but that was
still see the 0
also
point over
because
by B.
T1 decided
You
to
know
go
that it hasn't
aggro.
been a rotate out, and there hasn't been any strong push out of A either. So overall,
Camera
map
spot
control still in
into
favor of
Omen
Secret,
flash
but that spy
into
cam,
double
you have no idea
duel.
that that's covering so much info over by A main.
And what gun is the Omen got?
Saya.
Oh man,
Borkum
this
has
could
no
be
idea.
deadly.
He's
How
gonna
many
get
does
the
the
wrap
Omen
around
hit?
here. Borkum is just
How's this
smiling
guy
the right
here?
way. That's a free kill for him, and now expecting more, but there's nobody else there. The push is actually coming into A.
Spike down
And
A.
Team Secret take 2 for 1 in that trade, so they might be able to get this
Massive
plant
jewels
down,
coming up from
but
Jeremy
the
here.
rotation is coming in from T1.
Whoa. They've
Yeah, I love
plant.
the blast back
Duel,
in
same
by
thing.
Jeremy. You just have to stay alive until
I know
NDG gets here.
exactly.
Then it's a fair 3v3. Rolling Thunder to push out as well, right
Oh.
before the 0 point. It does
Oh.
hit 2 people.
Are
The
they-
Whoa.
pop flash!
Oh my god, the flash is
Rossi!
That pop flash
heroic,
just saved
bro.
everybody's life. Right
It's
there.
heroic.
Everybody. And now NDG is
Oh my
alive.
god, he's winning
back
it
and
for
hold
them.
on to it,
His
and
ult last
T1,
round was perfect.
they're
The
playing with
flash
the
is
hearts of Team Secret,
incredible.
and they're staying in this one.
Oh, what an absolute.
Shout out
that's
to
the
Rossi,
true
man.
curveball.
Again,
Get
ult
Phoenix
last round
outta
was
here,
insane.
'cause
Dude, Rossi
you don't expect that.
only
You're
got 1
stuck
kill into
there.
the round, but this
He just
flash
flashes literally everyone
is
to stay
insane.
alive.
30 seconds left.
The decision here.
Yeah, right there.
And Saya actually quickly anti it despite being stunned. I mean, oh man. Holy.
That flash was
You gotta imagine
big.
the fear that struck
Oh
Secret
my
when
god,
they saw
man,
that
they've
flash
got one,
floating
it's
through
literally
the air on
one
that under,
buy
and
v
you're like,
buy, and it
oh,
wasn't
well,
even a
this is
buy,
over
right? It was the
now.
low,
Yeah.
fast
it
rush over
was-
towards B.
It felt like a done deal.
you not
They-
be tempted
they
to rush
knew
B again?
Everybody on T1 had rotated over. They used the Rolling Thunder. T1 is in such a rough spot, but then you get a dizzy in the face, and then you get a pop flash as you're trying to clear out the back of the site, and it's just, it's terrifying that they were not able to
See
get
what I
that
did?
job done. And
Yeah, it's
now
pretty
Team
close right
Secret
now.
Not on a
Give you
buy
that.
round. Bit of a push coming through mid. And T1 just backing off, just waiting for the actual push to come in.
Yeah, but you're not expecting the backside to be filled like this. You expect it to be empty after that kind of push into market. And it's just the slightly unpredictable positioning from T1 that once again absolutely wrecks Secret. They're trying to go for the running guns. They wanted to push into the side and excure it. The
Bro, he
spring
wasn't
with
even
the
expecting
Vandal.
anyone, and he gets 2.
It's just Jesse all alone.
Yeah, you could tell he had no idea they were going to be there. And, you know, didn't have the firepower to take him out immediately. Gives a chance to execute it, and he gets the job done. So now T1, they tie it up. Remember, this map was 8-1 in favor
Yeah,
Oh,
of
this
Team
was
Secret.
Yes.
it was
8
pretty
rounds
stacked.
I mean,
How is this so
regardless of
close?
Sides, et cetera, I mean, this has been an absolute comeback so far from T1. Obviously, we have to wait and see if they can close it out. The second timeout now being used before it's too late by Coach Warbirds. Of course, the new assistant coach on the side of Secret, Dummy
Chat,
as
it's not
well.
a done game yet. That's the thing.
See if they can
You
make
guys
the
are
magic
overreacting.
happen. Because I think all the prep that you've done, it's out
It's
the window,
11-11.
right? T1 CFLs have been very different
It's
from
anyone's
what we've seen in
game.
the past. We only had one piece of tape anyway, so it's not going to apply for too long. You have to figure out the reads from here on out, but it's not like
Don't
T1's
even
been
care
using
about
the
the
same
pistol.
default util every round, right? The 0 points, the dizzies, they've been coming out at different positions, different timings. And more than anything, Excurit has been bouncing around this map with his Cypher setups. It's almost rarely been on B, actually.
Yeah.
And that's usually where you expect it. And I think that's partly what's throwing Secret off. They're trying to play so cautiously into B, and then it's just empty.
It's just empty. And it feels like slowly but surely T1 coming back in this map have made it look more like what we saw on Lotus, where Team Secret were a little bit lost and T1 were getting
And did
these very
T1
nice
decide to
reads,
go
very nice
aggro after they
plays.
timed out?
And
Bro,
that was
why is
not
no
good
one
news
close
for
to
Team
any
Secret
ults?
on the first map.
There's an Omen
But
ult,
hopefully
that's
Warbirds
it.
can
We're gonna
kinda
have double
calm them
Omen
down
ult.
so
That's
it'll be-
basically it. Jesse might be able to
It's
get an ult.
essentially, you know, you just reset. Pretend the beginning of the map didn't happen. It's 11 on 11.
Dive
Just
goes
get 2
in,
rounds,
hits 2.
swim
These
by 2,
3 can stay pretty
and it's over. So just
close.
get that out of your
We
mind
get the
mentally.
op,
play
so
your
once you
game,
smoke
and maybe
this,
they
it's
can get
still
it back
going to
to
see
Saya.
above.
And that's a kill
It's a
starting
great
off for the
time
side
to
of
get the
T1.
op
Yeah,
out.
he was standing a bit wide on that box too, so a bit harder to read. Even the spray coming in from Obscurant.
That's a lovely
wasn't
spam,
even
and that's a
that
lovely
hardest of
ult.
reads
It's a
from T1. It was a
3v5
bit of
on
a safety
site.
valve more than anything, but they were always prepped for the retake.
And here they come now. The Pop
Look
coming
at the
out, and
retake,
Rossi
man.
gotta clear out
The
the
Omen
site.
flash
Not a lot
into
of hope. It is
Dizzy.
a
That was the
flawless
easiest retake of their
on
life. The
this
util was
round,
incredible.
right after Team Secret
Well,
took the timeout.
probably should have cared
And
about
even
the
on that
pistol. It's
retake, just look at the
12-11.
Positioning, right? I mean, Saya hanging far back with the op, just saying, okay,
That was a
since
great
we're
retake,
funneling
though.
in through short, if they're
This
pushing
was
all the
a
way
this
through
was a
rally,
lovely
I'll just
call
hold
to bring the
that.
op out.
So we don't get wrapped around. You guys just make sure you only have to worry about 2 angles. You got 4 people, 2 and 2 split. Carpe then waits around. I mean, it's just a step-by-step retake. Perfectly done.
Okay, one chance
by
to end this
T1.
2-0.
And Secret, I
and
mean, listen, after the timeout,
this
I
has
don't
been
mind
a
the
one-sided
default
buy,
tag. It's a good read after
and
all the
this has
trouble
been
you've
a
had trying
fast
to go
B.
slow into B.
They are the only rounds
But
they
just,
got.
you know, 1 extra trap wire in the op. The op just shuts down the speed.
9-2.
Saya just in that position, gets the first kill, and takes a lot of the wind out of the sails of Team Secret's
go
push. And now
fast
they're coming
A
in once
again.
Pretty aggressively. Saya's going to get a
Whoa.
cage in the face, and now has to get out of there after being spotted. NDG trying to push through his own cage, but he
Huge
gets taken
kill.
out by Izu,
Huge
picks up
kills.
2.
It gets double.
Jesse with the Hunter's Fury gonna
They
pick
go
up
to
a kill,
crossfire.
picks up 2 himself.
Oh,
As
hold up.
Carpe trades 1 for 1
What
on the
a
site.
great jump spot that
Chance
is.
here for Team Secret.
And you got to
Rossi,
imagine
he
that
hits the
Jesse
shot. And he has
really
been
tunnel
so
visioned
clean
here.
today. As Envy is going to pick up the
If he didn't
operator.
catch him.
And there it is, the stack.
That's
the 2v1
mental,
and
the fact that they win
pull
this.
off
They get a
the
10-2
comeback
half.
victory on the second map. They take today's series
They
2-0.
2-0 them, 10-2
So
half.
let it be bold.
Dude, they
This
weren't
is an
looking
upset.
good. What
Absolutely.
can I
I'm
say,
sure I
dude?
predicted it, but
It
I would
wasn't
say
looking
this is an
good on
upset
their attack.
Because Secret
I
has
don't know what to tell you,
been
old
looking
chat.
quite consistent. Yes, they have weaknesses, but they've looked consistent. Their prep has always been impressive. Meanwhile, T1